No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! Long Creek! Long Creek! Long Creek!
Shut down! Shut down!
Long Creek!
All right. Let's get going. Woo!
I usually just smoke away from people.
Well, yeah, and that too. I was like, I don't want to smoke here. All those kids were out there, and then we're just going to and then I have to be like, no, I'm actually 28 years old. Shut the fuck up.
I usually go over here.
You going? Yeah, I'm over
Big word.
Try to respect the S-H-E-P-H-E-R-D Junior.
And where are you from?
I am originally from Alabama, but I live in Biddeford, Maine.
All right, so tell me why you're here today.
Well, I've always been, my family has always been activists and even politicians, and I believe in the process, and I believe that protesting and having the last word is a part of the process. And I'm out here cheering and chanting to make sure that this place gets closed down. It is totally an evil business to be locking up kids in cages.
Do you have any connection to the Long Creek?
Not right now. I was incarcerated down in Alabama, where things are terrible. But here, and we have a chance here in Maine to shut down these youth facilities and to build something new, to build something with our communities by divesting from youth prisons into new things. So I'm very glad to be here.
Were you incarcerated as a youth?
When I was a young adult, but yeah, it was unfair. There was no representation for me, and I hear here in Maine that there's no real representation for kids being sent to prisons and things like that. And like the right to have a lawyer, the right to have representation, the right to be heard and to have a viable defense. That's part of the bedrock of our country. Habeas corpus and all that. So we're trying to get that for kids. We're trying to get them out of the youth facilities and get them into treatment, real live treatment for these woes that they have, because these communities are hurting. These communities where these kids are coming from are hurting. We have crime and we have drugs and all these other stuff, and we're here to stand up to that. We're here to say that we can divest from these youth prisons and we can put more into treatment programs and helping them to get over the hill.
It's from the youth center who are here.
Al. She's looking great.
Yeah!
I don't want to you forgot to start, but I was just like, first, can you just tell me?
I say no impunity, you say
Go here. Just get some cheer.
Rest our community! Rest our community!
No impunity!
Rest our community!
When I say shut down, you say Long Creek shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek! Long Creek!
When I say no justice, you say no peace, no justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Woo!
You don't mind if I also film, do you?
Yeah, hell yeah. I will have all the cameras in me.
Alright, so you can look right at me. First off, can I have you just say and spell your name?
My name is Al Cleveland, ALCLEVELAND.
Alright, and your title?
I am the campaign manager of Maine Youth Justice.
Can you tell us about Maine Youth Justice, who's here today, who you are, what you want?
Maine Youth Justice is a youth-led, nonpartisan abolitionist campaign fighting to
Can I
close.
actually, hold on 1 second, I'm going to switch my, that one's being funky.
I'll repeat it.
Yeah, sorry. Too much to ask, that's not something important.
I'll tell you. Maine Youth Justice is a youth.
She'll just want you to do it again.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
1 second.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. One more time, and I'll hold on to the mic. Right? And I mean, say spell your name and just say why you get here today.
My name is Al Cleveland, A-L-C-L-E-V-E-L-A-N-D. I am a campaign manager, Maine Youth Justice. Maine Youth Justice is a youth-led, nonpartisan campaign fighting to end youth incarceration by closing Long Creek Youth Development Center and reinvesting the $18.2 million that we currently spend to operate that facility. We are a completely youth-run campaign, as you can see here today. Our campaign is run by those who are most impacted by the justice system, centering the voices of young people who are formerly incarcerated. We are calling the Juvenile Justice Task Force to recommend a plan for closure of Long Creek, a plan to reinvest the $18.2 million in justice from young people by investing into community-based programs that are different than incarceration. We believe that jailing kids does no good for the kids that end up locked up or for the communities that they're from, and that's why we're all here demanding a different vision for youth justice in Maine.
And where are you guys all from that are gathered here today?
We're here from all across the state, so our youth leaders here from Biddeford, from Waterville, from Lewiston, from the Portland area. We've got folks from up north. Our campaign is statewide, and all of these young people are organizing it themselves because they're saying enough is enough. So many people have been talking about closing Long Creek for decades, and we're finally calling for the closure.
What do you make of the work of the task force? Because they have been looking at it hard for a good part of the past year.
There was a task force a decade ago that suggested recommendations for the closure of Long Creek. This task force isn't doing that. They're not calling for the closure. We've seen over and over again groups of power for change. So we are here to say enough is enough. We need everyone in that task force to be brave today.
Shut down! Shut down!
Fight for it completely.
And for you personally, why get involved in this cause? What's your connection to it?
Absolutely. I am 22 years old, and I know that a youth incarceration affects every single person. I have never been incarcerated, but my friends, the people I love, have spent time locked up, and they are living that trauma every single day. You can go talk to them. I'm here because I know that $18.2 million in my community could help my friends get housing, it could help my friends get community centers in their town, have access to recreation, free arts programs, free sports. When we ask young people what they need, young people who are living in poverty and living involved in the justice system, all they're doing is saying, we want to have fun. And that's what our campaign is all about. Young people deserve to be curious and playful and have fun and not spend their entire childhood locked in a cage.
Al, where do you get your funding? Who's helping you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're funded by Maine communities. So we have lots of different funders from individuals to Maine foundations that recognize the power of youth organizing and building new leaders for the state that's the oldest in the country. And that's a big part of our campaign, being youth-run, that we believe that young people have the power to solve the problems in the communities themselves. And what we do is help them develop the tools that they need to become leaders in their towns.
Al, a couple of things about Long Creek and the task force. One is the thing that you'll often hear, from the Department of Corrections and others, is that there's no system on the outside. They would love to see a system on the outside for treatment and to put most of the kids in Long Creek, but there isn't one yet. So what do you say about that in the absence of something?
Absolutely. The most important part of our campaign is investing in the continuum of care that young people need. We've seen the last few years that all of the programs that young people had have disappeared. There is no MST or FLT therapy programs. There are no community programs, and there's not nearly enough teen centers or teen shelters to serve young people. And that's what we're saying. And we actually have it here to take it from. It's the 18 million that's keeping Long Creek open.
Shut down!
What about the DOC's plan to put money in Long Creek?
Long Creek! Shut
The
down!
women,
Long
the
Creek!
Long Creek, because we know
Injustice
women's
anywhere!
incarceration,
Injustice
violence
anywhere!
in the
Injustice
oppose
anywhere!
incarceration for everyone. Because we know incarceration only causes harm. It doesn't cause the healing that our communities need.
Where are you a resident of, and could you point me in the direction to the people from Bangor?
Absolutely. I'm a resident of Portland, and I am not sure who's here from Bangor up right now. They've just been, they came to the public forum in Bangor and have been a part of our youth leadership.
Have you guys testified for the task force?
We showed up at every corner of the
Shut down! Long Creek! Shut down!
brought dozens and dozens
Shut
of
down!
young
Long
people.
Creek! Shut down! Long Creek! No
We've had a consistent vision, and we also are consistent in the discipline.
Are there kids from Long Creek, formerly who are here?
Doesn't.
Can I speak to some?
Yeah. Do you mind if I pop on? Yeah, that'd be great.
Long Creek, shut.
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Shut down Long Creek! Shut
Down Long Creek! Shut down Long Creek! Shut down Long Creek!
Shut down Long Creek.
Shut down Long Creek! Shut down Long Creek! Shut down Long Creek! Shut down Long Creek! Shut
down.
Woo! Woo!
I think they're looking to talk to somebody from Bangor. I think the news wanted to talk to someone from Bangor.
I was hoping too, just because we're a Bangor.
Are we raging? Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages.
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Shut down.
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
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 No impunity!
Invest in our community!
No impunity!
Invest in our community!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek.
Shut down!
Long Creek.
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Injustice anywhere!
Justice everywhere.
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages.
Are we raging?
Kids in cages.
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Are we raging?
Kids in cages!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down.
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Hey guys, we're gonna line up against the wall.
Long Creek!
Shut down!
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 Long Creek!
Why are we raging?
Kids in cages!
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 Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down.
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
No impunity!
Invest in our community!
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 Why are we raging?
Kids in cages!
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 No impunity!
Invest in our community!
No impunity!
Invest in our community!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Injustice anywhere!
Injustice everywhere!
Woo!
And then you introduce whoever's going to lead. So, Cassandra. Anthony, Cassandra, Ladi. So, Cassandra, you'll introduce Ladi. Anthony, you'll introduce Cassandra. We're all going to stay together. Yeah, we're all going to stay together. And then once we meet
No impunity!
Invest in our community!
No impunity!
Invest in our community!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
Shut down!
Long Creek!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No
justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Let's buddy. Want to come over here? Yeah.
Woo!
Since there's a mic right here, we should.
All right, guys, we are going to talk to the media. We need you all standing behind when we do our calls. What are we here for?
Shut down Long Creek!
Why are we here?
Shut down Long Creek!
Shut down Long Creek!
All right.
Hi, everyone. We are Maine Youth Justice. My name is Al Cleveland, and I am the campaign manager of Maine Youth Justice. We are a nonpartisan, youth-led campaign fighting to end youth incarceration in Maine by closing Long Creek Youth Development Center and reinvesting the $18.2 million that we are currently spending to lock kids in cages. Behind us is the Capitol Judicial Meeting, where the Juvenile Justice Task Force is going to be having a meeting from noon to 4 today to discuss the future of Long Creek and youth incarceration in the state. And we are here to demand that every single member of that task force call for a plan of closure of that facility and the reinvestment in those funds. Up next, we have Anthony, who's from Portland, who's going to speak a little bit why he's here today.
Hello, I'm Anthony Alfreds. 6 years ago, I was incarcerated at Long Creek. I am here today for the vision to shut it down and invest why $18 million is being sent there for only 50 to 60 kids. I was there when my dad passed. This is my story. I went to go see him in the hospital. I asked one favor. I'm 17 years old. My brain's not developed. I didn't know what was going on. They would not let my shackles off to hug my dad while he was dying. I went back. They were so focused on their perfect little imagination of their perfect world, their picture that they wanted to paint, that they just asked me if I wanted to kill myself or be with someone constantly because they wanted to try to perfect their image. They didn't ask me how I was feeling. That's not okay. Even if it gets shut down and tore down, that place will always have a piece of me. I will never be able to get that back. Any progress that they think they've made, it hasn't come yet. And the time that it's been built, their reasoning for building it up, it means nothing. They have not done anything about it. So I'm here today to make a stand because it's not right. Animals, kids, humans, we were not meant to be put in cages, period. Next is my awesome friend, Cassandra.
Hi everyone, my name is Cassandra Thatch and I'm a current member of Maine Youth Justice. Right now, I would really like to address the fact that we have so many beautiful people here fighting for something that's really important to us. We understand what our generation needs, and that is not Long Creek. We do not need to be locked in cages. What we need is help. We need mental health, we need housing, we need all these different things, and we have the money to. Because the facts are, we are spending $300,000 per kid per year, and $18.2 million are being invested into Long Creek when it could be invested into actually making us thrive. So that's why I'm here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassandra!
Hi, my name is Ladi, and I'm also part of the Maine Youth Justice. Today, I'm here to advocate on the behalf of youth development. The thing is that we're draining our communities from people who could be potential leaders and people who could contribute in the future widely on our communities, people who could have strong impact on our communities. But what are we doing? We're sending them to prison. We're sending them to jail. 14, 13 years old, 12 years old. What are we doing? We're destroying those kids. So why not take all the investment that we have? Why not put our strength together into providing potential skills, leadership skills, working skills, employment skills to all those youth who could be potential leaders in our future. We need those brains working together. They say there's power in numbers, right? But the thing that we're doing, we're taking numbers from the community, from our minority communities, taking all those intelligent, genius people who could have potential away from our minority communities, instead of giving them all the opportunities that they need to prevail. So my goal here, the reason I'm here, is to advocate on the behalf of all the young people who are being incarcerated, whose opportunity are being taken away through the juvenile system, and make sure that all those opportunities, one day through this campaign, we can bring them back together and make sure that all the investments are given to the youth who are at risk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Today is just half of us. Today we are here speaking on behalf of the youth that couldn't make it, the youth that are locked up and aren't able to see anybody. Today we're here for our communities. We want our communities to be invested in. We're sick and tired of having no options. We are here to send a message to the governor. We want this place closed, and we will never stop until it is. We will be back here every single year chanting, and we will get bigger and bigger and bigger. There will be no way in this building next year.
Shut down Long Creek! 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 Shut down Long Creek!
We are calling for this task force to create a piece of legislation that actually calls for the plan for closure of the building, and we will not stop until we get that. The current legislation has no plan for closure. All it does is provide a small amount of funds, and we're saying that is not enough. We want $18 million, and we want a whole lot more than just that. We want thriving communities for young people, and what do we want?
Shut down Long Creek!
If folks have any questions, we'll be right over there. Thank you so much for coming today.
When I say shut down, you say Long Creek, shut down! Long Creek! Long Creek!
Let's line up over here.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
We can do it together.
I don't know if you mentor this meeting. We're not expecting much. We are expecting to see the same old stagnation that adult leaders have over and over again, where they refuse to create a plan because they require them being brave. And we're hoping that today they see the amount of constituents that are in their districts, they see the amount of people that they're serving, and they make the right choice to be brave. We're a youth-led campaign, so our staff was young people in Lewiston, in Portland, in Biddeford. I mean, we hire and invest in young people themselves to organize their own communities. I'm not expecting this to take but I will say we've been getting dozens and dozens of people coming to our organizing meetings every week all across the state. In January, we held 9 conventions with young people.
Revolution! Now!
All across the
No
state.
justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
To join the campaign.
No peace!
All are calling for
No peace!
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of you are paid.
We do.
But it's youth led.
Yeah, we all of our staff, besides our advocacy director, Joseph Jackson, is under the age of 26. Most of us are under 23. I'm myself a campaign manager. I'm 22 years old.
I think one of the challenges obviously is some of the address so we shut down how are you saying that
Absolutely. We know that 58% of the kids in detention in Long Creek right now are there for what the state decides to provide care. In the Maine juvenile statute, it says a young person is houseless and there's no programming that they can be incarcerated. We also know the majority of young people that are currently incarcerated are there for no crimes, not against any person. So we're calling for immediately for all of those young people to get out. You made a really good question, which is why we have that document, A New Vision for Youth Justice, and we have 8 recommendations of where the state needs to invest in, and we're calling for an investment in community-based programs that are alternatives to incarceration. But we need to invest in those now to support young people where they are. Yeah, exactly. The credible messenger programming, hiring people who have lived experiences with the justice system, who are in the community to act as mentors mentors. People need to see someone that looks like them, that understands their story, in order to have a mentor. We're calling for getting rid of all SROs out of school. It's a major lesson that we learned in our visioning sessions.
School resource officers.
School resource officers is that young people, their first interaction with cop is in their school. And then oftentimes when young people don't have the social development skills in order to interact, they get in trouble. So removed from schools. And we're also asking for an investment in programs like MST and FFT therapy.
What are those?
Multi-systemic therapy is a program that you can see is used in states all across the country, and we used to have it in Maine before they had to shut down most of the facilities that offered it because their Medicaid reimbursement rate was actually losing them money based off of the state. There's ways that the state can take action and increase the reimbursement rate for programs that provide the support for young people who are involved in the justice system, if they're just not getting funded.
One of the other things that you'll hear the Department of Corrections say about Long Creek and the idea of phasing it out slowly is that there are a few kids there who have committed some very serious crimes. And the idea of putting them in the community is probably not best for their safety and for themselves. What about those guys?
Yeah, young people who cause serious harm are typically victims of serious harm themselves. The two young people that oftentimes gets quoted in these meetings that are there for serious violent offenses are there because of the abuse that they suffered their entire life. In our visioning document, we recommend having a facility that's secure but home-like in a community that has no more than 2 or 4 young people where they're no longer there for 6 months. The trained staff to give them the support they need. We recognize that the young people who end up incarcerated are victims themselves. And what we're asking for is what is the state going to do to take accountability for what's happened to them?
One other thing is just, there seems to be an evolution about the philosophy and politics around incarceration of youth. It's no longer considered the best practice. What are you saying? Maine can still get ahead of the curve here, or what do you other states? What do you see?
Absolutely. We've had those people come to the task force and speak. We had Gladys Carry-On from the Close to Home program, where they've shut down tons of youth detention centers. And we also can look at Kansas as an example of a place that's doing it pretty well by closing youth facilities. We do believe that Maine, the Maine legislature, and our governor, Governor Janet Mills, could be bold and be the first step in saying, Maine, there's no place for youth incarceration, none at all. And we're hoping to see that happen, and we're demanding it.
Has Kansas done that or other states?
You can look to our neighbor, Vermont. They currently have 0 kids in detention in Vermont. They've not closed their facility. They're still running to keep it open. But there's no kids in detention or committed in the straight cross from us.
You mean no kids that are in detention in that facility?
Not in the whole state. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, my name's Al Cleveland. A-L. C-L-E-V-E.
Yeah. People never know what's going on, and they're like, "Oh, I missed that." And I'm like, "Well, I videotaped it, so you can watch it all."
It's like so bright out here. I need sunglasses.
And every time the news comes, they interview people and they cut it down to like 30 seconds, and you don't get to hear everything they said. Shut down!
Long Creek! Shut down! Long Creek! Shut down! Long Creek! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Long Creek! Long Creek! Long Creek! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Injustice anywhere! Injustice everywhere! Injustice everywhere! Injustice everywhere! Is it injustice everywhere? Woo!
Anthony Alfreds. A-L-F-R-E-D-S. I live in Portland, Maine. Yes. I am an adolescent. I have 11 siblings. My 5 other brothers that they all went through the same system. And I just thought maybe it was the thing to do at the time to do all these crimes and whatnot. Then it came to the point where cops said that I just wouldn't be able to be a person in society and be a person in my community. They labeled me as this person who will always be like my family if they didn't individually separate me as a person. Mostly petty thefts and probation violations, smoking weed, dipping out of school, stuff like that. Nothing too serious. No, not at all.
And so, and because of your family's reputation, your siblings, you got okay.
I did. They did. I went to court one day and they told me that I could not go back to my family residence because it was my family's fault where I was at.
So how long did you spend at Long Creek? What was it like?
I did 8 months being detained there without them even giving me anything, just sitting there on a charge. And then when I was committed, I was there for a year.
Did you have a lawyer?
I did. I didn't have any money at the time, so I had to stay resident there for the day. Yeah.
So you sat there for 8 months just on the charge, and then you eventually went to court.
Yeah, for a year. It was different. It was new. My brothers told me a little bit about it, so I tried to get the feel to it, but it's not. I mean, at 17 years old, and there was people that are younger than me. It's not that you're scared going in. It's there's no one there. You feel like you're lonely. You are. You're this kid inside a cell that's only 8 feet by 8 feet, and you have a toilet in your room, and you get to be told what to do, when to push the buzzer to get out of your room, when to go to the bathroom. That my experience there wasn't. There was some people there. I won't destroy my reputation because they were good counselors there sometimes. But I know from my experience, I've seen them take people off the street, staff off the street, and train them for 2 weeks, and then now they're COs. They weren't given they weren't even given the right education, the right training to even deal with us while we were in there. And like I said, my dad passed, and they wouldn't take off my shackles to hug my dad. I'm 17 years old, not at a risk at all. I even told him I'll keep on my other shackles on my feet because I won't run. I just wanted to hug my dad. And at 17, my brain isn't developed.
Your dad was down.
He was. I'd hug him through my cuffs. It really messed me up mentally. I still go to counseling for it and take meds for it, and that's because Long Creek did that. And when I went back, they were just concerned about their reputation and asked me if I was going to either kill myself or I needed someone to be with me constantly. They weren't asking me how I felt as a person or trying to give me anything towards that traumatic experience.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Would it work better if someone sat me down and asked me what they needed? They just didn't leave me alone because they were so focused on trying to keep this reputation of Long Creek helping kids when all it is 10 minutes. If anything I learned in Long Creek, it was, I got a little more mature and older and tried to think about my decisions more, but I became a better criminal than I would ever have been going into Long Creek. Learning it from other people and staff was talking to us, you wouldn't believe the story staff was telling us they were talking to the kids. It's not, I had one staff there and it has to still be in their firing book or somewhere logged. There was a staff that was snorting coke in the bathroom and he got fired for it because one of the kids came out and saw that there was a white ring around his nose. To me, right there, that should be automatic, just done, period. It's not a place, their values, their morals for why they stand, they're not living up to it. And it wouldn't be a fact if we weren't here today. It wouldn't.
How'd you get hooked up with this guy?
I did Maine Inside Out when I was in Long Creek. It's another group that I've been doing for 7 years, and they branched off and showed me this, and I've been doing this ever since. This makes me feel empowering. It makes me feel like I have a purpose. Without Maine Inside Out and Maine Youth Justice, I do not think I would be in this world today, and that's an honest to God fact because they helped me be able to articulate my feelings in a way that I could express them back into the community and make a change.